Okay, so in this part, I want us to move on to the next thing. You realize that in the previous part or in the previous episode, I did mention that when we pass user ID directly to the body, it's not safe like that, right? Those things are available to the client, hence can be manipulated in any way possible, right? So what we want to do is we want to be able to get the actual logged in user and then basically pass the user ID through the backend, and then we'd use that user ID through this logged in user, right? We use that through this logged in user. So how are we going to set that up? What we are going to need is Clerk. We are going to use the Clerk docs. So as you can see, I've already opened those tabs here, so we don't have to keep navigating through. So I'll just remove this, and then we are going to need just this one, right? So yeah, let's just start. So the first thing we are going to need is the node.js part of Clerk. So we are going to install this part, right? In case you are fresh and maybe you are fresh on the page, you don't know where you get it. What we are going to do is node. We are going to say Clerk docs, right? So it should come Clerk docs, and then right over here we are going to scroll down and then select node or express. So we quickly just copy this part. I think we'll just split the terminal here, and then we'll cd into backend and paste. So that should work. I'll minimize this a bit so we can see the code a bit better. So yeah, now that we are here, that we are installing this, okay, it's done installing, right? Now that we are done doing that, we just have to scroll down. Let me remove this. So all we have to do is scroll down, and then you can see you'll have to select the right project that you'd want to be using, right? So we just select neurofeed AI, and then we'll copy this. Then once you're done copying it, you come to your env and you paste that. Okay, so you make sure you select the right application, and then you copy and then you paste that. So now that you're done with that, we want to make sure that we are handling errors well. I want us to handle errors before doing anything else. Okay, so for the errors, I'll just hold control and click on that, and then it should open this up for us. I think I'll scroll down or up or something. Yeah, so over here I'll just copy this, and then we'll go to the index.js right at the bottom here on top of the app.listen. I'm just passing this error handling middleware here, and then right after that we can just close this. You can close that, and then click on this, and we are going to come here and select this one, right? So we can import this inside our chats.routes.js here. Okay, so we'll just paste that. I'll copy this const, paste it here. We'll take this equal to require, and the brackets, we are going to paste that one to here, and then we just end it with a closing bracket, and then that should just work out good for us. Now that we are yeah, I made a mistake actually. We are not supposed to use Clerk with auth here. What we are going to use is we're going to use require auth. So for that, it's very simple. We'll just scroll down, and then we'll copy this one instead. Then over here we'll just paste that require auth. So once we paste that, we just copy that, and then we'll come here, paste it, initialize it, and then bring the comma so it separates it from our actual function. Now as you can see, it says starting October use express, Clerk express, and I just want to say that it's actually one of the most unstable packages I've ever experienced in my life. I don't know, it didn't work. Actually, it didn't work when I was trying to make the tutorial. I had recorded through, and yeah, I don't know, when it got to the time where I had to test it, it didn't work. So I don't know, for now you're going to have to keep using the Clerk express require auth. But if you think you can also try it for yourself, maybe, I don't know, maybe for some weird reason, I can use it, but you can try it out. But yeah, it doesn't work. It's unstable or shit. Like I don't know, it's just unstable. So yeah, let's just use the Clerk express require auth, right? So now that we're using that, we're going to use it here, right? Like I said, so we are going to need the user ID coming from the request. So for that, we just say const user ID, and then we say request dot auth dot user ID, right? So we get the user ID from here. All we need to do is remove this, save, and then we'll go to the front end, go to the API index.js, and then we have to remove that, and then we'll go into the dashboard page here, right? And then we have to remove this, then remove this, and then remove this log that we logged out here. So yeah, now that we're done doing that, we have to remove this one too as well. Okay, so that is all set up. We'll just go to our page here. I'll just quickly refresh that, and we'll just make a test. So I just hit enter, and as you can see, there's no error appearing anywhere. So when we go into our project and then we refresh, we should see some extra stuff. Okay, we are getting an error. Let's see what it is. Okay, so I'll do Control Shift I. Let's check here. Okay, it's okay. Okay, 5. Okay, yeah, so yeah, it actually worked. New chat has been sent, parts, and then we take this. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is the text, right? And test. So we can try it out again in case we are not sure. We can say hello man, or hello AI, yeah. And once we hit enter, you see we've been able to add another chat to it. Okay, so basically that's it. The safest way of passing our user ID through inside our backend. That is what we just did using Clerk, and in the next video we are going to be fetching all user chats, and then we are going to learn how to use queries, right? We're going to have to learn how to use React query to get this data and manipulate it, show it inside our application in any way that we want. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video.